segment of the show for today. We're talking to Mr. Perry, who is the CEO of Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Nashville. Mr. Perry, before we had our final commercial break, we promised that we'd give you an opportunity to talk about some of the successes as well as some of the challenges of Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Middle Tennessee, and perhaps to make some kind of appeal to those individuals who might be willing to help you either through volunteering or perhaps resources or whatever, because I think you've indicated that you need money, and I don't know of any non-profit organization that never needed money in a real sense. So let's talk about it from that perspective.
Well, the first thing, Dr. Haney, I think one of the things that is important for your viewers to understand is that there's been a paradigm shift in this sector that many refer to as nonprofit or not-for-profit to a social profit enterprise, if you will, where we're changing the conversation away from a charitable donation, if you will, to one more of a social investment. Because when you're putting your time, when you're putting your talent and your treasure into organizations like Big Brothers Big Sisters and other youth-serving organizations in particular, you're investing in the future of the community for all, not just those that come through our program. You're investing in better schools, you're investing in safer streets, you're investing in healthier communities, because really it's all about helping children make better choices. There's no such thing as an inherently bad kid, but there are many kids that are making poor choices because they're getting poor information from the wrong sources. So again, that's what a mentor is supposed to do, is to give them some of that right information, to show them what proper behavior should be. And one of the challenges that we quite frankly face is that with that old mentality of a charitable donation, they keep organizations like ours in almost a welfare state, where we're concerned about sustainability each year rather than attracting the requisite growth capital that we need to build these businesses, and they are businesses, to the scale necessary to serve the needs of the community. I told you at the very beginning, we served over 2,500 kids last year, but the need is greater than 75,000.
That's right.
And the only thing that holds us back are the two critical resources. One obviously are the volunteers to come in and serve as mentors, and we also create jobs, by the way. We've doubled our staff size since I started, and so we're creating career opportunities. But then the other thing, and the most important thing, is the money. It costs money to run these programs and run them in an effective way that makes sure that that child is safe, that match is an effective one, and that the outcomes are what we're looking for. And so we've been talking to people about, don't invest in a program, invest in the outcomes of that program. So when you give money to Big Brothers Big Sisters, it costs us roughly $1,000 a year to support a match in our program between a caring adult and that child, which is a whole lot less than spending over $20,000 a year to house a convicted felon. And if you go into our prison system right now, and they shouldn't call it corrections anymore, because nothing is really being corrected there. Why shouldn't we try to stop the flow of people into the criminal justice system, those that we know might be predisposed toward ending up with that fate? We know that dropouts have a better chance of entering the criminal justice system. We know that if a child has a parent incarcerated, they might enter the criminal justice system. So, if we know that that's where the kids are, then why aren't we trying to be part of a solution? Our society is way too hung up on these politically expedient things to just kick a problem, kick a can down the street, if you will, and wait for the next generation to handle it. I personally am not willing to do that. Our organization, and the reason why we've had such great success, we've gotten many awards locally, nationally, from within Big Brothers Big Sisters and other organizations, because we have a no excuses policy. We have a no excuses mentality, and that's what drives my entire staff, which is some of the best in the industry. These kids that have raised their hands and said that they want a big brother or a big sister aren't trying to hear how bad the economy is. They just want to do something about their lives. And so it's our job to try to figure out a way to do that. And we can't do it without the community. So we need people to step up and get involved. Either sign up and be a volunteer. Go to mentorakid.org and do it now. Don't think about it and say, oh, wow, that sounds real good.
Good and everything.
Exactly. If you can't do it, call somebody you know who can. I know every single person out there that's watching right now has a friend or a couple of friends or relatives that could do a good job at this. Invite us to come out and speak to your church or your place of business and talk about the wonderful things we're doing and the impact we're making in the community and how their businesses and their friends and professional organizations can get involved. Write a check, to help us pay for a match to make sure that a child is able to achieve their full potential. The only option I won't make available to people is to do nothing. We say you have to do something. Whether it's with us or somebody else, do something with these kids. You got to get involved. Because guess what? If you